How's it going, YouTube? This is Cop Knight speaking. I hope you guys are well. Well, this video is going to be a little bit different than most videos I make. Most videos I make are mostly related to the WLS Society. But this time, this video is going to be about a review. I am reviewing a video I just saw recently. It is called The Trailer Park of Terror. It is a horror movie, and it was a horror movie that turned out a lot better than I actually expected. Mark my words. Forgive me, the camera shows it inverted, but you get the idea. It was produced by Stephen Goldman. Well, whoever he was, he certainly did a good fucking job. Now, as many of you probably don't know, I'm actually a fan of horror movies. I like the feeling of being scared and intimidated, and at the same time, it's kind of like a mystery, like trying to figure out who actually committed the crime, and the climax of feeling the excitement of the climax of the situation, building up to that one scene that just blows everybody away, etc., etc. So, on to the video. I saw several reviews regarding this video by chance. I had no intention on even watching it, but after seeing a few reviews and seeing a few clips of this respective movie, I thought, what the hell, I think I should check it out too. I was kind of apprehensive too, because I felt that if I were to check it out, it would be a complete waste of time, but when I saw it, I was quite impressed. The Trailer Park of Terror talks about in this movie it talks about a young, attractive woman named Norma. She was raised and basically brought up in a trailer park. She was said known to be an attractive, vivacious sort of young woman. She wasn't a happy woman at all. She lived in a life full of abuse and a lot of physical torture and frustration. I don't want to get into too many details about the actual vid because I don't want to spoil it. But the video goes out as she's going to a prom with her boyfriend, and there are a lot of other people in the trailer park next to her, and they happen to be very cheap and very vicious in behavior. When they see her with her boyfriend, three men in particular start picking on them. But while they're picking on Norma's boyfriend, they, in the process, killed her boyfriend. Not a good way to start a prom, do you think? Norma becomes enraged and flees from the trailer park. And while she's just walking aimlessly on the road, not knowing what to do with her life, she comes across a man by the name of Trace Adkins in real life. I believe he's a country singer, but in this video, he poses as the devil. Basically saying that how her life has been nothing but abuse and how she should get back at the people who hurt her. Norma makes a deal with the devil. And then she takes a weapon and basically kills everybody in the trailer park. And then finally she kills herself. 20 years later, a group of troubled teens are traveling up in the mountains, very close to where the trailer park was located. One of the teens had a drug problem, and one of the other teens had a shoplifting problem. Another of the teen had two of the teens were just complete jerks and had sexual addictions to one another, and one teen was kind of a wimp, and the last one, who I believe was sort of like the main character of the troubled teens, was a goth. Even though I don't really know how that has a problem, how is that considered trouble, but I don't know, that's just how the story goes. So these troubled teens with their pastor are basically trying to seek salvation in a rocky mountainous area. Good place, huh? Fraternity. So while they're riding in their bus just breaks down. It runs into something and breaks down. The troubled teens and the pastor get off the bus and manage to find the trailer park. Sorry. So, they go to the trailer park, and that's where they find Norma. Now, Norma has changed. With the deal with the devil, she's no longer herself. And when they meet Norma, they get into a lot of trouble. Now, I'm not going to tell you what happens after that, but I can tell you it's worth watching. The characters in the movie are three-dimensional. It's not like they're just random characters that pop up out of nowhere, kill everyone, murder everyone, and just disappear without a trace. There's actual depth and character within the villains. And to be perfectly honest, I actually liked the villains more than the actual victims. There was much more drama, there was much more conviction, and there was much more passion in their acting. The actors, Norma was played by Nicole Schultz. Another character, Roach, who's the one of the lead characters who plays the guitar, a zombie who plays the guitar, was played by Mike Watford, who was one of my favorite. I have a big crush on Roach. Oh my god. Lou Campbell plays Marv, who is like the groundskeeper of the trailer park, and Ed Corbin plays Stank, who is sort of like a butcher. And there are two other miscellaneous characters, China Gal and Lalaine. Lalaine, to me, is the most scariest character. If you watch the movie, you'll see why. I highly suggest that any person who has a love of such horror movies with gore and violence and cursing and somewhat fornication would check this movie out, because I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Watching other interviews, one other particular person said this movie was so fucked up and messed up regarding story and ideology. How was the story messed up? There was actually a plot line. There was actually a sequence. And the ending was good too. I was satisfied with the ending. I mean, I thought the ending would really suck, because I've seen other movies on that particular level, and it sucked. Those other movies. But this particular one, it was actually good and worth watching. It really was. All in all, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I have a major crush on Roach. I mean, necrophilia never sounded so sweet. And anyway, the person who was criticizing this movie, saying that they was just crazy and freaked out and out of control. Well, I didn't know what to say at the time because I hadn't seen the movie. But now that I've seen the movie, all I can say is that, number one, there's actually a proper story and plot line. Number two, there's actual interaction and care between the characters. There's actual depth in the characters. They each have their own personality. The victims have their own personality. The villains have their own personality. And there's also humor. There's humor from the villains. At first, they give you that scare factor where you're frightened out of your mind, but afterwards you begin to see a more depth into the villain's character. I'm not going to tell you what exactly happened, because it would basically spoil the surprise of the video. You could watch some of the clips on YouTube to see for yourself, but I won't tell you. And the last thing, when they say this video is bloody and gory and out of this world, what do you expect? It's a horror movie. It's supposed to be bloody and gory and out of this world. That's what it's meant for. This isn't fucking patty cake. And for some of you people who are going to give comments saying, oh, you're a girl, I don't expect you to be interested in that kind of shit. Or you're Muslim, or you're Pakistani, doesn't that go against whatever you believe? It's a movie. Get over it. It's just a little bit of 1 hour entertainment. It's just 1 hour entertainment. We all lead busy lives. I live a busy life. I'm a mother. I work. I'm doing my bachelor's degree. I volunteer. I take care of my mom. Things like this are only just a relief from the stresses of life, and people shouldn't take it so seriously. You're not going to hell for watching a video. You're not. But back to topic. All I can say is that for you great horror fans out there, this is a must-have. Trailer Park of Terror is a must-have. Oh, I love Roach. Anyway, I didn't find this in any store. I tried to find it, but it just wasn't available. Most of the people whom I met said that these things were available online. So a friend of mine had to order it for me. I hate ordering things online because I don't trust them. And then in a few days, it came along. It cost about, around about $4, I believe. Try not to pay more than that because it's not worth paying so much on one movie. Unless if you're getting 2 or 3. Well, anyhow, this is my short review on the movie Trailer Park of Terror. I certainly hope you guys are lucky enough to watch it, and please give me a feedback on what you think of the video. Your honest feedback. Anything you can say as long as it's respectful and within the realms of this actual topic. Okay, thank you. God bless.